Hello everyone, this is Pritam Shah and welcome to our YouTube channel Cognitive Coders. I hope you guys are doing well, and today this is our 17th video of Azure Data Factory real-time scenario series. If you have not watched our previous 16 video of this series, I would recommend you first to watch that video because there are important scenarios based question we have discussed here. This is our channel. If in the playlist, if you go to here, Azure Data Factory real-time scenario, you will get to see multiple scenario based questions here, the 16th video, all the 16 video. Okay, so there we have implemented link services, data sets and all, which we will use in this video also. If during in the seeing of this video, if you are facing any kind of challenge, yeah, regarding the link service and data set, for that reason I would recommend you to see the previous videos because that the previously created link service and dataset we will use it here. And also today's topic, dynamically sync based dynamic sync based on file format. Okay, so basically first let's try to understand the scenario. So we have in this source location, we have multiple file formats. Okay, file formats, source file. Okay, so we'll take this source file to the sync location based on the file format. So here CSV file will be stored in a separate folder, and text file will be stored in a separate directory in the same container only. So let's, in the sync folder, I'll create first for CSV file, CSV storage. Okay, so I have given the name, and for text file it would be text storage. Okay, done. So my CSV file would be stored in CSV storage, text file would be stored in text storage. Okay, and here we have these files, we have to access it via the data sets and all. So let's see how we'll do that. Okay, first what we'll do, we'll first create one new pipeline. So this will be pipeline 4, let it be. So so for get for seeing which is for defining which is my CSV file, which is my text file, we have to get the metadata of this source location. Okay, so for getting that I will use metadata activity. So metadata activity, here we'll select the data sets which is pointing to the source location. So as I told you, few data sets I have already created that I will use here. So for that, so this is my source file path. Okay, if you want I can show you to opening this dataset. You can see demo, then source. Okay, after that there is nothing mentioned file name. Okay, so it is directly pointing to the source path. Okay, so this dataset I have already created earlier, and this I will use here. Okay, so and the field, in the field list I will use child item. Okay, so if I will run this, then what I will get, let's see. So out in the output I'll get all my child item list, you can see. Okay, so if I'll copy it in a notepad, I can get the format. So file names, all I get. So from the file name I can get my files extension, the file format. It is .text, it is .csv. So using this file name I can separate my files. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'll use for each and every child items I will use the loop. Okay, because each and every file item name, it would be there would be a if else condition. Okay, so for that I will use a loop. Okay, so So for loop I'll use here, for each. So if I'll merge it, so in for each, what I'll mention in settings, I'll go here, I would select each and every child item name. Okay, so basically each and every child item name, it will pass the separate child item name. For from here get metadata activity, this will get the name and type. Okay, so after that, for each and every child item name, this for loop will be executed, and under that for loop I'll create one if else statement. Okay, so in if else I'll give the condition. Okay, for the true. So what would be the condition? So condition would be, if the item name contains the first, for CSV I'm creating, if the item name contains the .csv, in the item name contain some kind of .csv thing, then it's a CSV file, otherwise it's a text file. Okay, so what I'll do, so I'll use here, there is a thing which is contains. Okay, there is a function. Okay, this contains function I'll use. So these are anything. Okay, so in contains, first would be my parameter. Okay, item, item child items, and the comparison would be with name. So here I will mention the specific name. Okay, after that the name should contain the .csv word. Okay, so once it is satisfied, it will go to the true condition. So in true condition, for testing purpose, first I will use one wait activity. So after the whatever activity is required, I will paste it later. For this testing, I will first I'm just debugging it, that my condition is satisfying correctly or not. For that reason, I will use here wait condition. Okay, wait activity. Okay, so let's go. Let's trigger the pipeline. So we have how much? So we have two CSV file. Then for two CSVs, the wait activity would run for 2 times. Okay, and there is a one txt file. For txt file there would be nothing. Okay, so if I'll open, why it is failing, let me see. The expression length get activity metadata item name cannot be evaluated. Okay, here something else I need to pass. Let me check what happened. Let me check. Okay, here I have used the child item names. This would be all the child items, because the name I am segregating from the next activity only. Okay, from here, sorry, from here I'll remove all the things, and all the child items I will pass from here. And after that, when it is going to the next loop, and then in before if condition, it is taking only the name. Okay, from the items it is taking the name. Okay, so let's run it once again. I think this time this will work perfectly. So it has run 3 times if condition executed, and from there that 2 times wait condition executed for the CSV file purpose. Okay, so if I'll go, okay, everything is fine. So because for one file it is text file, text file. I didn't give anything in the false condition, so it didn't run. So now instead of wait activity, we have to give our own activity which is required, that is copy, for copying the file. So for copying the file, I'll use copy activity here. Okay, so here first in this source, what I will use, I'll use that this dataset, because this dataset will take one value for file name, okay, which I have already created earlier. So if I will open it, you can see how I have defined. So demo source it has taken, but here I have in the dataset level I have taken one parameter file name, and that I am calling it here. Okay, so in the file name we should pass the this thing I'm telling you. So whatever we have taken in the if condition, this item dot name, so item dot name is nothing but this file name. Okay, so this file name, this csv, all the file names basically, whichever it is satisfied for csv file, it would be this csvs. For text file, for false condition, it would be text file. Oh, okay, so here what it will take, so this would be like this. Okay, and one thing, so I will take all the csvs, so I will use here wildcard entry. Okay, so here star dot csv I will select. Okay, so it will take all the csvs from this path. Okay, so file path given, or all the things are given. Okay, so now it is completed. Now the sync path I have to select. For sync I have to create new data set, so I'll create it, gen2 container, next csv, uh, ds csv storage, next select, next demo, so next sync path, then it would be csv storage. Okay, so now I should select it, and now go ahead. Okay, so everything is fine. Okay, so file extension would be csv. Okay, so everything is perfect for the csv file. Okay, so whenever the condition would be false, whenever it is not matching with csv, so it would be text file, because we have csv and text file only. Okay, so for that reason I'll use the same thing here. So let's copy the thing, let's copy the copy activity. So I'm just changing the name here. Okay, csv copy data csv. Okay, so the same thing, I have copied the activity in false condition. I'll put the same thing and just will change the name. It would be the text copy. Okay, the source location would be same for this, but this thing will be changed txt, and sync location would be changed. This would be txt, and for this I would create new dataset, gen2 storage layer, then it's a text file, so you can choose any format, that is not an issue, you have given there. So it is a DS dataset uh, txt, mm, storage, then gen2, then okay, now it is loaded in sync. You would select the text path, text storage. Okay, now it's done, everything is perfect. Okay, so for text storage I will take it. We have text storage and CSV storage, both we are using here. Okay, so sync given, and these are given. File name also item dot file name it will take. Okay, okay, everything is perfect. So let's run it. Okay, run has started. See, for CSV it is running 2 times, for text it is running 1 times. Okay, let the run completed. For text it is successfully transfer copied the file. For one CSV it has done. Let's go to the sync path. For text emp data, uh, in source file there is emp data.txt and employee.csv items.csv. So let's go sync path, text path emp data.txt came, and csv path employees.csv items.csv came. If I'll refresh it, okay, still the end run is going. Data copied, but the final run is going on. Okay, the run has done successfully. You can see the pipeline run is successfully done, and once again refresh to CSV storage and text. There is one text file. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood how to uh, store the data file based on the extension or based on the file format dynamically. Okay, so this kind of scenario is important in your interview also, and also in our daily life data engineering activity we used to perform this kind of logics and all. Okay, so for seeing this kind of logic daily in our daily life's work, how we are in industry level, how we are performing the development, how we are performing the data, how we are creating the data pipelines, the logics. If you want to see this kind of things, you can join our Cognitive Coders channel, and you can see our playlist. All the things are free, you don't need to pay a single penny for that. Just to request you guys, share with your friends, as it is a non-profitable activity. So please share with your friends for motivating us, and like, share, and also comment if you have any kind of logic that you are not able to understand. You can comment that logic in the video comment section, so that I can also try to understand that logic, and also try to give you that understanding. Okay, try to make a video on that, which would be which would be a great initiative. Okay, give and take initiative. You guys are giving me the questions, and if you are facing any kind of challenges where you are lagging, so based on that we can make the content, and you guys also get make it helpful, okay, for other people who are just now started learning the data engineering activities and all. Okay, so based on this way we can improve ourselves. Okay, every time it is whenever you are sharing your thought process, whenever you are sharing your learnings, it would be helpful. uh, someone it would be helpful in this world. Okay, so nothing would be wasted. Okay, so I would recommend you comment on the video. If it is good for you, if it is bad for you, everything comment on this video, or whatever content you are expecting for from us, that also you guys can comment. Okay, and also subscribe and stay with us for the and stay tuned for the next video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.